Daniel Ocean is a smooth-talking con man with a plan. Fresh out of a New Jersey prison, he's already scheming his next big job, a heist that will shake Las Vegas to its core. His target? The impenetrable vault beneath three of the most prestigious casinos, the Bellagio, the Mirage, and the MGM Grand. But for Ocean, it's not just about the money. The casinos belong to Terry Benedict, the ruthless billionaire who stole his ex-wife, Tess. This heist is personal. To pull it off, Ocean needs a crew of specialists. His first recruit is Rusty Ryan, his trusted right-hand man. Though skeptical, Rusty is intrigued and signs on. They approach Ruben Tishkov, an eccentric, wealthy gambler with a deep grudge against Benedict. Initially hesitant, Ruben changes his mind when he learns of the target, offering to finance the operation. With funding secured, they assemble their team. Frank Catton, a seasoned blackjack dealer, infiltrates Benedict's casino as an inside man. The Malloy brothers, Turk and Virgil, bring their chaotic energy and car expertise. The jittery but brilliant Livingston Dell handles surveillance and security hacks. Explosives expert Basher Tard joins but immediately lands in jail, forcing Rusty to pose as an arrogant ATF agent to break him out. Next, they recruit the agile acrobat Yen as their grease man, capable of slipping into the tightest spaces. Finally, they coax the aging con artist Saul Bloom out of retirement, assigning him the role of a wealthy arms dealer who needs to store precious stones in the casino's vault. With 10 members locked in, Ocean personally seeks out Linus Caldwell, a skilled but inexperienced pickpocket eager to prove himself. Now known as Ocean's 11, the crew heads to Las Vegas, fine-tuning every detail of their audacious plan. They must bypass Benedict's state-of-the-art security system, evade an army of guards, and break into the heavily fortified vault, all while ensuring they're never seen. As Linus trails Benedict, he uncovers a secret. Tess, Ocean's ex-wife, is now with Benedict. Realizing Ocean's true motive, Rusty confronts him. Ocean insists that while revenge is part of it, the heist remains strictly business. Determined to get back Tess and the money, he moves forward. To execute their plan, Linus, disguised as a Nevada Gaming Commission agent, approaches Benedict with evidence that one of his dealers, Frank Catton, has a criminal past. Frank plays along, turning the meeting into a drawn-out argument about discrimination. Distracted, Benedict allows Linus to leave the room alone, exactly what Linus needed to sneak into restricted areas. Meanwhile, Ocean deliberately provokes Benedict's goons on the casino floor, getting dragged into a back room for a lesson. But this is part of the plan. His attacker is in on the job, staging a fake beating while Ocean slips into the casino's ventilation system. The night of the big fight arrives. With the casino packed, the team sets their plan in motion. Basher triggers a massive power outage across Las Vegas, cutting all security feeds. Livingston hijacks the surveillance system, replacing live footage with pre-recorded images of an untouched vault. As far as Benedict and his security team can tell, nothing is happening. Inside the vault, Ocean, Linus, and Yen execute their daring break-in. Rusty calls Benedict, warning him that his vault is being robbed. Benedict, furious but skeptical, rushes to the security room, only to see live footage of masked thieves loading money into bags marked with red XS. Panic, he calls 911, requesting a SWAT team. What he doesn't realize is that the SWAT team that arrives is actually Ocean's crew in disguise. As the fake SWAT team storms the vault, they stage a dramatic standoff, loading the remaining money onto a van. Suddenly, the vault explodes, seemingly destroying everything inside. Meanwhile, the getaway van also detonates, convincing Benedict that all his money is gone. Believing Ocean was behind it all, Benedict rushes to confront him, only to find him still locked up in the back room, bloodied and beaten. Ocean offers him a deal. He can get his money back, but only if he gives up Tess. Benedict hesitates, but when Tess, watching via surveillance footage, hears him prioritize the money, she walks away. With no evidence linking them to the crime, Ocean's crew vanishes into the night, along with $160 million. Months later, Tess reunites with Ocean outside the same New Jersey prison where it all began, as Rusty and Linus wait nearby in a stolen car. Benedict may have been ruthless, but this time, Ocean played the better hand. Danny Ocean's crew is living the good life after pulling off the biggest Vegas casino heist. But their past comes knocking. Terry Benedict, the furious casino owner, finds them all one by one. He wants his $160 million back plus $38 million in interest. And here's the kicker, they have just 2 weeks to pay up, or they're dead men. The problem? They're $97 million short. Danny gets the crew back together: Rusty, Linus, Frank, Ruben, the Malloy brothers, Livingston, Basher, Yen, and Saul. But Saul backs out. He's done with big jobs. Since they're too hot to pull a job in the U, they set their sights on Europe. The target, the world's oldest stock certificate, issued in 1602 by the Dutch East India Company, worth €5 million. It's a small win, but it buys them time. The heist is insane. They literally lift the building to bypass security. But just when they think they've pulled it off, someone beats them to it. Enter the Night Fox, a master thief who leaves them a taunting message. Europol detective Isabelle Lahiri is assigned to the case. She knows exactly who's behind the attempted heist because she used to date Rusty. She tracks the team down, steals Rusty's phone, and warns them they're up against the best thief in the world. And worse, the Night Fox's mentor is Lamar, a legendary thief who never loses. Danny digs deeper and learns the Night Fox's real name, Francois Toller, a rich French baron with an ego problem. Danny sneaks into Toller's massive villa, steals his paintings, and forces a meeting. And that's when Toller drops a bombshell. He's the one who exposed them to Benedict. And he didn't do it for money. Toller is furious that his mentor, Lamar, let someone call Danny Ocean the greatest thief. So now, he wants to prove he's better. He challenges Danny, steal the famous Imperial Coronation Faberge egg before he does. If Danny wins, Toller will pay off the crew's debt. With no other choice, Danny accepts. The plan? Swap the real egg with a high-tech hologram. But before they can pull it off, Lahiri figures it out and ambushes the crew. She arrests almost everyone except Linus, Basher, Turk, and Saul. With no backup plan, Linus comes up with a crazy idea. He gets his mom, a legendary con artist, to pose as an FBI agent and extradite them. Meanwhile, Tess Ocean gets pulled into the con. She has to pretend to be Julia Roberts to get close to the egg. But things go sideways fast when Bruce Willis, yes, the real Bruce Willis, recognizes her and blows their cover. The whole crew gets caught. Then, just when it seems over, Linus's actual mom shows up. She's a real FBI agent, and she gets everyone released. And just like that, they walk free. But Lahiri, she's in deep trouble for forging official documents to track them down. Danny and Tess meet up with the Night Fox at his villa, where he smugly explains how he pulled off the heist, dodging lasers, climbing rooftops, slipping past guards. He thinks he won, but then Danny laughs. The contest was over before it even started. The truth? Danny and Rusty stole the real egg days ago. They knew Toller was watching them, so they pulled the switch before the heist even began, transporting the real egg in an unnoticed military bag. Toller had been chasing a fake the whole time. And the best part, Lamarck planned the whole thing. He knew Toller's ego would make him take the bait. But Lamarck had another reason for setting this up: to reunite with his daughter, Isabelle Lahiri. She had spent her whole career chasing a ghost, never knowing her father was alive. Ruben pays off Benedict in full, but in the background, we see the Night Fox disguised as a gardener. He's not done. As for Rusty, he takes Lahiri to a safe house. She walks in and comes face to face with her father, Lamarck, the legendary thief. The greatest heist wasn't about money. It was about the long con, and Danny Ocean never loses. In Las Vegas, trust is everything, and Ruben Tishkoff just put his faith in the wrong man. When a ruthless casino mogul double-crosses him, Danny Ocean and his crew set out to pull off their most daring heist yet, one that'll leave their enemy in ruins. Ruben Tishkoff had spent his life making deals, but this time, he made a fatal mistake. He partnered with Willie Bank. Despite Danny Ocean's warnings, Ruben trusted Bank to help him build a new hotel casino, the Midas, on the Las Vegas Strip. But Bank had other plans. The moment the deal was sealed, Bank turned on Ruben, forcing him to sign over his ownership rights, threatening to throw him off the roof if he resisted. Powerless, betrayed, and broken, Ruben suffered a heart attack. He was left bedridden while his so-called partner rebranded the casino as The Bank and prepared for its grand opening. Danny Ocean doesn't take betrayal lightly, especially when it's family. After a failed attempt to reason with Bank, Danny reunites his crew. This isn't just about payback. It's about making Bank suffer. Ocean's plan: take everything from him: his money, his reputation, his legacy. Willie Bank prides himself on one thing: every single one of his hotels has won the prestigious 5 Diamond Award. Danny's team needs to make sure that streak ends. Saul Bloom goes undercover as the award's official reviewer, while the real reviewer is treated like garbage: bad service, disgusting food, and a hotel experience so miserable he'd never dare give the bank a 5-star rating. To sink Bank for good, they need to rig his casino's games. But there's a problem. The bank is protected by the Greco, an AI-powered security system that detects fraud through biometric scanning. Beating it will take some next-level tech. Danny's solution: a 2-part attack. First, they trick Bank into carrying a phone modified with a magnetron, designed by their tech expert, Roman Nagel. The device will scramble the Greco's systems. Second, they stage an artificial earthquake using a massive drilling machine, forcing a full casino evacuation before Bank even knows what hit him. Just as as things are coming together, the team's drill malfunctions. A replacement costs millions. With no other options, Danny makes a deal with an old enemy, Terry Benedict. Benedict agrees to fund the heist, but there's a catch. They must also steal Bank's prized diamond necklaces, worth over $250 million. Linus Caldwell volunteers for the job, seducing Bank's assistant, Abigail Sponder, to get access to the secure vault. But Benedict isn't done playing his own game. He secretly hires master thief Francois Tuller, aka the Night Fox, to intercept the diamonds. Opening night. The casino is packed with high rollers. Bank is soaking in the success. But behind the scenes, Ocean's team is in full control. The magnetron disrupts the Greco. The rigged machines start paying out huge jackpots. The casino is hemorrhaging money. Meanwhile, Livingston Dell fakes an FBI investigation, allowing him to swap out the casino's card shuffling machines for rigged versions. Basher distracts Bank while the Malloy brothers rewrite FBI records to erase any trace of Ocean's crew. Linus is moments away from stealing the diamonds when the FBI shows up. His mission seems doomed until the lead agent reveals himself as Linus' father, Bobby Caldwell, a legendary con artist who's been in on the plan all along. Just as Linus and his father make their escape, they run into Tuller, who snatches the diamonds and parachutes off the roof. But the joke's on him. Danny saw this coming. What Tuller stole was a fake. The real diamonds, already in Ocean's hands. With the earthquake simulation in full effect, panic spreads. Guests cash out, walking away with over $500 million in winnings. By the time Bank realizes he's been played, it's too late. His casino is financially wrecked, his 5-star streak is over, and the board of directors will soon strip him of everything. Danny makes sure Bank knows exactly who did this, but there's nothing Bank can do. He can't go to the police. His casino was rigged long before Ocean stepped in. And as for revenge, no one in Vegas trusts him anymore. Ruben gets his revenge in a new piece of land north of the Strip bought with Bank's lost fortune. As for Terry Benedict, Danny donates his entire $72 million cut to charity in Benedict's name, forcing him to make a humiliating appearance on Oprah. Finally, before walking away, Rusty ensures that the real 5-diamond reviewer, who had the worst stay of his life, leaves Vegas with an $11 million jackpot on a rigged slot machine. The stunned reviewer celebrates his win, while Rusty walks off, smiling. Because in Vegas, what goes around always comes around.